All right, it's true. I've always liked heinies. I like a big, pretty butt. I like a big, round, muscular heinie. I do. Since before it was even fashionable, I thought they were great. Most guys that lift weights do. But I'm on a kick, and the reason I said that is because if you watch the show on a regular basis, I'm like a hip raise kick. I showed y'all flat on the floor hip raises. You may remember on the old aerobics move, you lay on the floor. And then I showed you another version between two benches, so where you can drop below the two benches and raise your. I'm not going back to these because they'll be on the internet. You can look them up. But this is like the final progression in those things. That's how I would start somebody. Flat on the floor, teach them how to do those, teach them between the two benches, and then add weight. A lot of people, when they see these exercises, they literally do think of, a girl working on her hiney to look good. What I'm showing you today is absolutely an athletic movement. It is an explosive way to train your glutes. A lot of us, from sitting too much or just from bad evolution, for lack of a better term, or we don't know how to utilize our glutes. And the glutes are the most powerful muscles in the body, your butt, your glutes. Most powerful muscle in the body. I've shown this before in the show. Pull out, I show it to you again. It's one of the first things I learned. You do like that, put a bullseye right there, and wave out, and that's where your strength is. Your strength starts right there in your hip area, and you get weaker as you go further out. Think about it. It was in Strongest Shall Survive, one of the first books of any merit that I read when I got into all this.
Here's a message of the emergency workout system. If you are ever in a fitness center and an alarm sounds, please exit the building immediately. Remain calm while you evacuate the premises. Get into your car and drive directly to Jason's Fitness. Upon arrival at Jason's Fitness, you will be encouraged to return to your workout. You will be safe at Jason's Fitness, and you will never have to fear working out again. This has been a message of the Emergency Workout System.
So, again, we started flat on the floor with hip raise. We did the between two benches hip raise. This is a exercise that is gaining popularity. Because of the glute activation. It is pure glute. You know, when you do lunges, you think, ooh, glutes. You know, when you do squats, everybody, ooh, that's glutes. This is a pure glute movement, okay? Now, it's going to be awkward looking, getting into. This is not a cool exercise. This is really me wanting to share something that I think is worth mentioning, because it is no way to be cool and do this, and I'm going to show you all of it. I'm not going to edit out the awkwardness. The awkwardness is entitled. Okay. I've got an Olympic bar with a couple of 45-pound plates. Actually, these aren't even 45s. They're lighter. You're going to get a bench. You're going to put a pad on the bar. This will be obvious to you in just a moment. One of the pads, the little pad. You roll it up right there in the crease of your hips, right? And then you're going to hang on to this. And you can see when you start off with other versions first. That is a great exercise. You're getting glutes. You're also getting hip flexors. Okay? There are guys that are smaller than me, after training, can do 350 pounds doing that. I can't stress enough how important it is to have the following. First of all, a really good sturdy bench. Don't try doing this movement on some rickety bench, especially when you start loading up the weight. You need a good bar. You need a really good pad. If you don't have a pad, you can take a towel and roll it up and maybe even tape it on if you have to secure it. But that's a great exercise to add to your repertoire. Again, it's also a great exercise. I said all that about athletes and powerlifting and bodybuilders and that kind of thing perked up there. For ladies, it's a progression, but you should work towards this because it will make your hiney pretty and round and tight and hard, because your hiney, other than that jiggly stuff that's covering it, is made of muscle. The glutes are muscles. They're some of the biggest muscles in the human body, and they can be built up and they can be made denser, which means harder. That is called a barbell hip raise.